Hello everybody, welcome back to my Slice of Heaven Outdoors. I'm Joey. Today I'm back at the property and we're going to do an update of the food plot. So stick around, come along, and I'll show you what it's looking like. First of all, I want to apologize. I didn't get out the video where I was seeding the food plots. I did a nice long video. I felt it was probably one of my better videos that I've ever done. Discussed a lot of things and no sound. So I want to go over real quick what we did that last time, which was basically it was just me and Peyton. We picked up a lot of the rocks out of the food plot again, picked up some more sticks, ran over with the loader, leveled it out a little bit, and we started seeding. Well, I had 4 different kinds of seed, all from Whitetail Institute. One of them was a bag of Clover, one of them was a bag of Chickory, one of them was a bag of their winter greens, which winter greens I used last year and they came up really well. The other bag, the larger bags, were their tall tine tubers, which was mostly radishes, and I believe it had some turnips in it as well. My plan was to the half of the plot this way, on this side of the food plot, which would be closer to the ground blind, my hunting blind. I was going to use the tall tine tubers. Half of the plot that away, which would be east, I was going to use the Clover, Chickory, and Winter Greens mix. And that's what I did. As I was looking at the bags though, I don't remember which bag it was. Like I said, I did a video of it, but I had no sound. But one of the bags, I was reading what was in the bag, and it was 37% inert matter. I'm kind of new into food plots, but 37% inert matter means not seed. So 37% of that bag was not seed. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments below, but I think that's the way it is. And to me, that's a lot of stuff in that bag that's not seed. Now this seed was coated, so maybe that's the 37%, in which that case I'd be okay with it. My original plan, back to my original plan, the half of the plot on that side, further away from my hunting blind, I was going to do this technique called layering, which Jeff Sturgis talks about over at Whitetail Habitat Solutions. He has a YouTube channel, discusses everything food plots. If you're into food plots, go over there, check him out. I'll leave a link up here, and you can find it pretty easy. I'll even leave a link to the specific video that I'm talking about, the layering, which is he layers rye. So when he plants his seed, he comes back 2 or 3 weeks later and plants 100 pounds of rye only on the half that doesn't have the Brassicas. So it would have been the other half that I planted the Clover, Chickory on. And he'll cover that with 100 pounds of rye per acre. Now, since I only have a half acre total here, and I got another half acre down the bottom, I was going to use 50-pound bags. Well, I was going to use 25 pound on that half and then another 25 pound down there. Well, I get back here today, and this is, well, actually, let me back up. So I talked to a lot of you guys in the comments and outside of the comments about when was I going to plant the seed. My original plan was to plant this food plot on the weekend of August 17th. Now, I did not come that weekend because I watched the 10-day forecast, and they were not calling for any rain within the next 10 days after I would have planted. That Sunday night before I went to bed, I just sat, Sunday night before I went to bed, I forget the date, but it was the weekend, it was a Sunday, the weekend of August 17th. I was getting ready to go to bed, and I happened to check the 10-day, and they called for rain almost every day that week. And it did end up raining almost every day that week. I'm going to say probably 5 or 6 days out of the 7 after. Alright, so I missed that window. So I came the weekend of the 23rd, I believe it was, is when I actually planted the plot. It would have been the weekend after the 17th. I come down here, I planted the plots. Guys, that's been 3 weeks ago, over 3 weeks ago. We have not had any rain since. So my food plot is not looking too good. I'm going to pick up the camera here in a minute, walk you around. I do have some splotches here and there. Looks like mostly where there was shade. Like I said, we did have a lot of rain the weekend before. So whatever moisture was in the ground, I'm guessing that's how the seed germinated, but it's pretty sparse. So let's go take a look at it. It's really bright out here, guys. So bear with me. I know the lighting kind of sucks. But you can see some stuff was trying to come up, but there's just not enough rain. See, there's a nice patch of it there. Now this was the Brassica side. You can see the hunting blind over there. You can see the green right across here. There's patches there. But it's mostly dirt, guys. There's a patch of green underneath of this oak tree that I left. And sparsely green. I mean, hardly no green at all, and it is bone dry. Now back to this little road I made. Well, let you see this part over here first. You can still see it's a little bit of green, not much. I hope you guys can see this. It's really bright out here. I can't see the screen. But over here in the shade, where I made that road, got a nice little bit of green in this one. Now I was here 2 weeks ago, Labor Day weekend, and I went over this part right here with the ryegrass. You can see a little bit of the ryegrass coming up. But from that oak tree right there toward us, I went all over all this with the winter rye also, with no luck. And guys, it's just because we have had no rain here. Like I said, 3 weeks or more, not a drop. So, well guys, that was a quick walk around the upper plot. The lower plot looks the same way. I'm here today. I'm gonna do the whole field, the whole plot, and this upper one I'm going to use 50 pound of winter rye, which this is a half acre. I'm going to use the other 50 pound on the lower food plot. Now the thing is, the 10 day is not calling for any rain this week either until Friday night. Next Friday, well Friday night, which today is the 13th, so do the math. 6 more days, 7 more days, I don't know. So I may just be putting this seed down for nothing. You guys got any tips or any advice? I know I probably shouldn't even put it down today, but I'm not going to be back here for 2 weeks. So I'm going to put it down and cross my fingers that we get some kind of rain. And I know with all the seed that's already in this ground, if we get a decent rain, a lot of it's going to be popping up. It's probably too late for the Brassicas to amount to much, so that's why I'm putting down the winter rye. Just keep your fingers crossed for rain, guys. Alright guys, I just got finished spreading the 50 pounds of winter rye. As you see how bare the plot is. I was really hoping this year was going to be nice, lush and green food plot to hunt over. But the weather has just not been cooperating. For those of you that have been following the weather, maybe in Missouri, we have had rain a few times a week since the early spring. All the way up until I planted this grass seed. And then the rains just stopped. No rain in 3 weeks or more. That's just incredible. There's a farm when you go over the Mississippi River going into Illinois. There's a farm on the right hand side. And the river, the Mississippi River, was so far over its banks, it was up into these people's farm. The silos of the farm were half underwater. But that has all receded now since it's been getting dry. But, well guys, that's the end of this video. Keep your fingers crossed for me that we get some rain. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, maybe you look just like me and give me a thumbs up. Till next time guys, y'all have a great day.